Hi everybody, it's Lisa from SuttonsDaze. We're going to do a short series on how to have a well-stocked pantry. It's a question that we get asked a lot and we feel that it's very important. A well-stocked pantry is a very important part of the home. It's a very important part of a person's life, at least that's my opinion, okay? Because you just never know. I've said it before, I'll say it a million times more. It's like having an insurance policy. Against financial difficulties, against health difficulties, against weather difficulties, natural disasters, you name it, okay? And the worst case scenarios, that are out there. Having a pantry filled with good food that you and your family like to eat and enjoy that will sustain you in times of troubles is just a very important insurance policy. And so many people don't have that anymore. So we're going to tackle a portion of that, an idea for that, each and every day for 5 days, okay? And let's get started. So let's start with this. I'll read you the definition of stockpile. Are you ready? From the dictionary, the noun stockpile is a large accumulated stock of goods or materials, especially one held in reserve for use at a time of shortage or other emergency. Well, that's pretty descriptive, right? I mean, it makes sense. But how do you start? Where do you start? That can encompass so many different aspects of our lives. So let's get started. The first thing that you need to create a good, viable, working stockpile is you need information. You ready? You need to know what you need. Now, it may sound kind of simplistic, and I don't mean it to sound that way, but a lot of folks really don't know what they need, what they use, what they go through. So if you, I mean, we've used the analogy a million times, is there's no sense in stocking up on hundreds of pounds of beans and rice if nobody in your house eats beans and rice, right? So you need to know what you need, what your family likes, what your family eats, and then find ways to stock up on it. Now, you're going to start slow and you're going to start small, okay? But the first way to do this is to create an inventory. And that inventory is a changing, living document at all times. The best thing you can do is a spiral notebook. If you're more of the techie kind of person, then Google spreadsheets or an Excel spreadsheet work really well. And you can fill in the blanks, okay, and type in what's currently in your freezer, what's in your cupboards, what's in your pantry, and how much of it is there. Then start paying attention to what you're using out of that. How often are you buying tuna? How often are you stocking up on noodles? How often are you using and eating rice, okay? Then start a list of what you think you'd like to stockpile from there, okay? And I mean, make it a wish list. Get the whole family involved. Make it a wish list. If we were going to stockpile a bunch of food, if we were going to be snowed in, there you go. If we were going to be snowed in, what would you wish to have in the pantry, okay? And that it's not as difficult as you think, and it can be a really fun game to do. And you think of just some of the strangest things when you're having that conversation with other people. The jumping off point really is knowing what you have, then kind of deciding what you want, and then figuring out how to make it happen after that. And you don't have to do it all at once. It's not a matter of, I want 10 cans or 20 cans of tuna, so I need to go out and get 10 or 20 cans now. No, you don't. You go out, next time you go shopping, and get one. Or get two if the money allows, and take that and put it back in your long-term storage, okay? So that's our first step for this, is to figure out what you need, what you would like to have, and then move from there. And now I have a little special for you. Are you ready? So I'm always combing the internet, trying to find really great deals for the things that I like, that I enjoy, that I can recommend to you guys, okay? And I know that quite a few of you have picked up that same exact canning element for an electric stove that I picked up. And I love it. I absolutely adore that thing. It has saved my stove something fierce. I know that a few of you have reached out to me and said, thank you so much, because it really makes a huge difference, okay? If you have an electric stove that has the coil on it, and it is not, if it's not GE or Hot Point, those are the two that it won't work with, okay? But every other coil type stove, the Element works with. Well, I was going through and kind of went, let's see what we've got in there. So I put it in there to see how many other brands that there were, and there really isn't a huge selection. But I did find this one. It does say that there are limited quantity right now. It is not a prime product, so you do have to pay shipping. But the end result is this showed up. This showed up in my mail today. Okay. And well, I'm not stoked about the packaging. It's all in one piece. It's in good condition. It's sturdy. I like it. I do like it. And the best part is that the price was $14.87 plus shipping, which was $6.28. Okay, and that's through Amazon. So it is through. It ships and is sold from Patriot Supply, which is another company that I'm familiar with. I've bought seeds from them. I've bought a few other things from them. And I didn't even realize the correlation when I first got it. I just went, I'm going to order one and see if it's any good. And if it's any good, I'm going to share the information with you guys. Okay. So it says there's only a couple left in stock, but I wanted to be sure that if somebody needs one and they were wanting to save a couple bucks, at the end of the day, it's about $15 cheaper than the one that I had previously mentioned. I don't know if they restock this because I search for this on a regular basis to find out what's out there and if there's any deals, and this is the first time I've seen this. Okay, so hopefully at least a couple of you can get on the deal or maybe get a rain check or something like that. It's a true canning burner universal plug-in element, and it fits many brands, meaning it doesn't fit Hotpoint or GE. Okay, so I will put that link in the description box below for you to check out, and hopefully you can grab one really quick. Remember, if you like what we do here, please hit that like, subscribe, and share. Check us out on Instagram and Facebook. And until tomorrow, when we have another tip about how to stock your pantry, be safe. Bye-bye.